Hey everyone, welcome back to Get Into It with Christine, a channel dedicated to giving you tips to elevate your mind and move you forward. All right, let's get into it. Here's why I've never owned a credit card. I was about 9 or 10 years old and I was sitting in the back of my mom's car while she and a girlfriend were chatting about how they were trying to pay off their credit cards. I didn't know what the heck a credit card was, but judging from their conversation, it wasn't a good thing. And it took all of their money. So, note to self, credit cards are sent from the devil. They are not good. Stay away from them. And I vowed in that moment that when I became an adult, I would not get a credit card. And I made good on that promise. The way I see it is, if I want something bad enough, I'll save for it. If I don't save for it, I must not want it bad enough. I never got one, not even a store credit card. Thinking this way also helps you to rein in on excess spending, which I touch on in this video up here. Having to save for what you want drastically cuts down on impulse spending, and I'm a firm believer that cash is king. Here's an example of how problems start with a credit card. You tell yourself, I'm only going to use this for emergencies, and whatever I use, I'll pay it right off. You get an A for effort. It almost sounds convincing. Let me tell you how this really plays out. Your brand new shiny card arrives in the mail, so you add it to your wallet. That alone makes you feel good because it gives a false sense of security to know that you'll never be stuck or stranded in an emergency. Second thing that happens is you got a new credit card. You got to try it out and swipe it at least once, right? And if you were offered a promotion for miles or points or cash back or whatever gimmicky promotion they've used to lure you in, you have even more incentive to break in the new credit card and start using it. So you swipe, for better or for worse, but you got this. Then you continue to use your own money for the rest of the month. No credit card necessary. The bill comes, you pay it off, and life goes on. Who said a credit card is bad for you? Next month comes and you use your own money from your paycheck to live on. You're doing so great! But you overspend and wind up spending all of your cash because in the back of your mind, you know you've got a little piece of heavy-duty artillery in the form of a little credit card in your wallet for emergencies like this one. So you happily swipe to get you to payday. All right, time to pay that bill off in full again. No interest, no fees, yeah! You're back to spending your own money again, but you find yourself a little short on cash. But never mind that. Your favorite artist is coming to town and you need to get your ticket right away to get the best seat in the house and before tickets sell out. Plus, they'll be cheaper when you buy them early because you won't be paying the uptick in the resale value if you get them the first day they come out. So you'll be saving money by getting them now instead of waiting for payday. And fortunately, you have your handy dandy life-saving credit card at your disposal. And you proudly enter in your credit card information the day the tickets go on sale. Payday comes and you pay the whole credit card balance off again. Only this paycheck doesn't nearly cover all of your expenses for the month. Wait, did I get paid less? Let me check my pay stub. Everything looks the same. Oh, right. I had to pay my credit card off. Congratulations, folks. You have now entered into the phase the credit card company was banking on. You've created a new bill for yourself and at the same time become dependent on your credit card to get you through to payday, where you then spend a decent amount of your paycheck paying for last month's credit card bill. That is, until you can no longer afford to pay the full balance. At which point you opt instead to start making the much more affordable interest-only payments to avoid the late fee and the ding on your credit report because it's all you really can afford. And God forbid another emergency comes up. This is a true story. I've seen it happen, folks. If you can't afford to pay your credit card balance in full when the bill comes, or if you're walking around with a balance over $700, throw away your credit cards. Get rid of it. It's doing you more harm than good. Now let's address the biggest reason why you probably felt pressured to get one in the first place. I guarantee you've heard or will hear this at least once in your life. You need a credit card to establish credit. Don't believe the hype. You can live just fine without a credit card and sleep easier too. Trust me on this. You can buy real estate, cars, and anything else you want without having to own a credit card. I'm living proof. And besides, these credit card companies are in the business of making money. Just do the math. Interest rates for borrowing their money is sky high. The odds are stacked against you. Now, if you don't believe me and you still think that having a credit card is in your best interest for your credit score, you're in luck because I'll make a video on how to use a credit card responsibly. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you when I upload the video. But if you know you can't wait that long and you know you need to get rid of that false sense of security, aka your credit card, go get some scissors. I'll wait. Pull out your credit card and cut that piece of plastic up. Make a cut for every time it kept you awake. Make a cut for every interest-only payment you made that was your hard-earned money wasted. Make a cut for your upside-down debt-to-income ratio. And with every cut, enjoy the feels of having a weight lifted and of getting back in the driver's seat and back in control of your money and of knowing you are well on your way to getting rid of your debt. It will feel good, I promise. Let me leave you with a quote from Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you found you've digged yourself into a hole, stop digging.